Have you ever sat down to enjoy a warm plate of rice and wondered, is this simple food really helping me or quietly making my health worse? I know, it sounds surprising. Rice is comfort food. It's in family dinners, celebrations, and daily meals for millions of people around the world. For many seniors, it's been on the table for a lifetime. But here's the truth. The way most people prepare and eat rice can actually be working against their health, especially after age 60. Hi there, I'm so glad you're here with me today. This isn't a scary lecture about giving up foods you love. This is about hope, about small, practical steps that can turn rice, yes, rice, from a blood sugar troublemaker into a gut-friendly, sugar-stabilizing, life-supporting food. And the best part? These steps don't require expensive gadgets, fancy powders, or complicated diets. Just tiny changes in the way you prepare and enjoy your rice. Today, I am going to share with you 10 simple rice hacks that can truly transform your meals and your health. These aren't gimmicks. They're backed by research, easy to follow, and especially powerful for seniors who want more energy, smoother digestion, and balanced blood sugar. So grab a notebook, or just listen along. And by the end of this video, you'll have practical tools you can start using today. And before we dive in, let me ask, do you or someone you love eat rice almost every day? Have you ever felt heavy, bloated, or sleepy after a rice-based meal and just thought, oh, well, that's age? If so, you're not alone. And what I'm about to share may surprise you. If this sounds helpful already, make sure to tap that subscribe button and join our Health 365 family. We share simple, science-backed tips to help seniors live with more vitality every day. All right, let's dive into rice hack number 1. Hack number 1, soaking rice for better digestion and nutrients. Now, this first hack might sound old-fashioned, but sometimes the wisdom of our parents and grandparents is exactly what we need to revisit. Soaking your rice before cooking. I can almost hear some of you chuckling. I've been rinsing and cooking rice my whole life. Why change? Well, let me tell you a little secret. Rice, especially white and brown rice, contains something called phytic acid. It's natural, but it acts like a tiny thief in your gut. It grabs onto essential minerals like calcium, zinc, and iron, making it harder for your body to absorb them. And seniors, who may already struggle with bone thinning, low energy, or weakened immunity, can't afford to lose those precious nutrients. Soaking your rice, even for just 30-60 minutes, helps break down that phytic acid. It's like giving your rice a mini spa treatment. It relaxes, softens, and becomes gentler on your stomach. I once worked with a lovely woman in her early 70s. She told me rice always left her bloated and uncomfortable. She started soaking her rice daily. Nothing else changed. Within weeks, she said meals felt lighter, her belly wasn't puffed up, and she even had more energy to take her evening walks. She called it her little miracle. Here's how you do it. Rinse your rice under cool water until the water runs clear. Let it soak in warm water for 30-60 minutes. Drain, cook, and enjoy. If you're short on time, even a half hour helps. But don't soak for more than 3 hours, especially in hot weather, or bacteria can grow. Such a small shift, just water, patience, and intention. Yet the reward? Stronger nutrient absorption, easier digestion, and less discomfort after meals. Hack number 2, a spoonful of vinegar to balance blood sugar. This one might sound strange at first, adding a splash of vinegar to your rice water. Vinegar in rice? Won't that ruin the taste? You might ask. Surprisingly, no. If anything, it makes rice taste fresher and cleaner. Here's the science. Vinegar contains acetic acid, which slows down how fast your body breaks down and absorbs carbs. That means no sudden sugar roller coaster after a meal. For seniors managing pre-diabetes, diabetes, or just wanting steady energy, this is a game changer. One study from Johns Hopkins University even found that vinegar can lower the glycemic index of rice by up to 31%. That's a massive drop. Here's how to do it. When adding water to your rice cooker or pot, mix in 1 tablespoon of natural fermented vinegar, like apple cider vinegar. Cook as usual. It won't taste sour, just a touch cleaner. Start with half a tablespoon if you're sensitive. then work up. I remember a gentleman in his late 60s, tired of the sluggish, heavy feeling after lunch. He tried this vinegar trick. Within months, his blood sugar was more stable, and he told me he felt sharper in the afternoons. No pills, no gimmicks, just vinegar and rice. Hack number 3, mixing in oatmeal for fiber and heart health. Now here's one most people haven't heard of: adding just a little oatmeal to your rice. Oats are rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that acts like a gentle sponge inside your digestive system. It soaks up bad cholesterol, slows digestion, and helps keep blood sugar steady. The trick is balance. Too much oatmeal can feel heavy, but just a teaspoon mixed into a cup of rice is enough to bring amazing benefits. Think of it as giving your rice a fiber upgrade without changing its flavor. I once met a woman in her mid-70s who had high cholesterol and rising blood sugar. She started mixing in just a spoonful of oats to her daily rice. After a few months, her lab results improved. But even more important, she said she felt lighter and more energetic. It's simple math. 1 cup of rice or 1 teaspoon of oats. Gentle, steady, effective. Hack number 4, a golden pinch of turmeric. Turmeric, that bright golden spice, has been used for centuries in cooking and healing. And here's why it matters for rice. Turmeric contains curcumin, which helps your body use insulin more effectively. In other words, it improves insulin sensitivity, a big win for seniors managing blood sugar. It's also anti-inflammatory, which means it helps calm the body from the inside out. How to do it? After your rice is cooked and still warm, sprinkle in a pinch or 2 of pure turmeric powder. Stir gently and let the warmth release its aroma and oils. One woman in her 60s added just this pinch daily. Over time, her blood sugar stabilized so much that her doctor reduced her medication dose. She didn't call it a cure, but she did call it my golden helper. Hack number 5, cooling and reheating rice for resistant starch. This one is fascinating. Did you know that when you cook rice, cool it, and then reheat it, the starch inside changes? It forms something called resistant starch, a special type of starch that your body doesn't digest like regular carbs. Instead, it feeds the good bacteria in your gut, improving digestion, reducing inflammation, and even helping control blood sugar. Here's how to try it. Cook rice as usual. Let it cool at room temperature for about 30 minutes, then refrigerate. Reheat gently before eating. This simple process transforms your rice into a gut-friendly food. Seniors with constipation, bloating, or unstable blood sugar can benefit greatly. I knew a man in his 70s who struggled with IBS for years. He started cooling and reheating his rice, and within weeks his digestion felt calmer, his stomach lighter. Sometimes it's not about fancy supplements. It's about the way we handle everyday food. Hack number 6, choosing the right type of rice. Not all rice is created equal. White rice, brown rice, parboiled, basmati, jasmine. They all act differently in the body. For seniors, choosing the right kind makes a big difference. White rice, soft, comforting, but higher glycemic index. Brown rice, more fiber but can be harder to digest. Basmati or parboiled rice, lower glycemic index, meaning slower sugar release. Black or red rice, packed with antioxidants, though harder to find. If blood sugar is a concern, basmati and parboiled are excellent choices. If digestion is tricky, white rice may actually be gentler, but paired with fiber hacks, like vinegar or oats. The key? Experiment and see how your body responds. Hack number 7, pairing rice with protein and fiber. Here's Sakas, another overlooked trick. What you eat with rice matters just as much as the rice itself. Pair rice with lean proteins, like chicken, fish, or beans, and fiber-rich veggies. This slows digestion, balances sugar, and helps you feel fuller longer. For example, rice with lentils, or rice with grilled fish and steamed vegetables, keeps sugar levels much steadier than rice with nothing but sauce. It's like building a team. Rice doesn't have to do the heavy lifting alone. Hack number 8, cooking rice with coconut oil. Now this one's fascinating. A study from Sri Lanka found that adding just 1 teaspoon of coconut oil while cooking rice, then cooling it, reduced the calories your body absorbs by up to 50%. The oil interacts with the rice starch, making it harder for the body to digest quickly. Then, if you cool and reheat it, you add resistant starch benefits too. It's a double win: lower calorie absorption and better gut health. Hack number 9. Sprouting rice. This one is lesser known but powerful. Sprouting rice. Sprouted brown rice, sometimes sold as GABA rice, is soaked longer until tiny sprouts form. This increases gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA, a compound that helps with brain function, stress, and sleep. For seniors wanting sharper memory and calmer nerves, sprouted rice is a gentle natural ally. Hack number 10. Timing and mindful eating. Finally, rice isn't tea, just about how you cook it. It is also about when and how you eat it. Eating heavy rice meals late at night often leads to sugar spikes and restless sleep. For many seniors, shifting rice to lunch instead of dinner brings steadier energy. And don't forget mindful eating. Slow down, chew thoroughly, savor your rice. Digestion begins in the mouth, and slowing down helps your body process rice more gently. Wrapping it all together. So there you have it. 10 simple, powerful rice hacks for seniors. Soak your rice. Add a spoonful of vinegar, mix in a touch of oatmeal, sprinkle turmeric cool, and reheat for resistant starch. Choose the right type of rice pair with protein and veggies. Use coconut oil when cooking. Try sprouted rice. Eat at the right time, mindfully. Each tip is small, but together, they add up to big changes: steadier blood sugar, stronger digestion, more energy, and better long-term health. And remember, you don't have to do all of them at once. Start with one, the one that feels easiest. Then add another, step by step, meal by meal. If this video gave you something new to think about, please give it a like. It really supports our work. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our Health 365 family for more science-based practical health tips designed just for you. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these rice hacks surprised you the most? Have you tried any already? Share your story in the comments below. I love learning from your experiences. Take care of yourself, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video. You've got this.